Test, test, test.
Test. So that's here, but what about, can we hear it on? Please state your name, date of birth, and why you're here today. Because if they're talking, it's going to feed back. So what's wrong? Do we turn this off? I bet that's it. Please state your name, date of birth, and the reason you're here today. You're welcome. If you have this on, it's going to play it back. So that's a big right there. That's a big screen capture. That's why we're getting that feedback because YouTube's picking up your voice, but if the speaker's on in YouTube, it's going to play it back here.
Hmm.
So that's a big,
But
that's a huge. This is stuff
so did
you,
you mute it on
I
that?
did, yeah.
Okay.
This is stuff you only learn the hard way.
Hmm.
That's why I said, let's test it because,
No, I know, I
yeah.
appreciate it. They don't understand the
Yeah.
mute YouTube.
Well, this is YouTube.
To me, this shot, if I looked at it cold, it
YouTube.
says YouTube there. Okay.
YouTube. That's big. Because again, if like say the judge and the
The big
plaintiff
book
are
is
talking,
fed back.
hello, and then it'd be like, you know what I mean? That's huge. So what's this? 18.
So many steps.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. This
That's
is
it.
like again, that's not in there. There's no pictures. It's there's so many things that can happen. Mm. Test,
And I'm not even getting a screen right.
test.
sessions where the audio didn't work and the video did.
Test 1, 2, 3, test.
Sessions where the audio didn't work and the video did.
Test 1, 2, 3, test.
It's working.
Make sure you turn this off.
Mm. Please rise. Today is the 19th day of November in the year 2025. The Frisco Municipal Court is now in order with the Honorable Judge Ron Carlson presiding.
Please be seated. For many of you, it's the first time in court, first time in this court. Court procedure requires in each case, when you come to the podium, that I first advise you of the nature of the charges against you. I simply read the name, since most of our things are simple, like speeding. If you want, I can read the statutory definition, but it just slows things down. Second, I'm required to tell you the maximum possible penalty. That doesn't mean that's what anybody's going to get. Third, I'm required to ask you a few questions that establish you've read and understood your legal rights. And then we can get to handle your case. With most of the cases, you've talked to the prosecutor already, but if not, we can talk about it then. Counselor, looks like your case is on top, Mr. Or Ms. Is it Benders? Binder.
Thanks, Judge Judy Katz, on behalf of Ms. Binder. Judge, we have worked out a plea agreement. She has a very strange ear infection that's resulted in spinal fluid in her middle ear, and she is in the Mayo Clinic. She will be back. If you want to see her in person, we could come in December, or I have authority.
I have a written plea agreement here. You get her to sign that and you can just handle it by mail. I'm actually familiar with that condition. Judy had, it's called a CSF leak, cerebral spinal fluid leak. Often happens after a car accident. Most people, it leaks out your nose because all this stuff's connected, but sometimes when it leaks into your inner ear, it then screws up the cochlea and your balance is shot.
Yeah, she can't hear or walk.
Yeah, Judy had that.
Amongst the other, was that during when?
Yeah, that was toward the end.
Well, I'm gonna hope that that's not what's going on with Ms. Binder, but she has been sent there from everybody else not being able to figure out.
Well, the problem is it's hard to repair because locating where the leak is along the spinal column is virtually impossible.
It doesn't sound like a fun thing to do.
No. Anyhow, you can handle this by mail if,
Okay,
uh,
yes, I'll send that to her by DocuSign, and we need a deadline. I'll have her do the online driving class. I don't think her condition should interfere with her doing that.
she had any tickets in the last 4 years?
I do believe that she had one with, I represented her on in Silverthorne,
Okay.
checking to see.
Well, I think the point reduction has been offered to be reduced to 3 points.
Yeah, Judge, I represented her in 2020 for a 1-point speeding ticket.
Okay. Given that record, normally, the fine would be 150 and 55 in costs and surcharge total 205. If that's an issue or she wants community service instead, let me know.
No. And I will have her do, she should be able to do that class within the next 30 days, so it's before you, when you come back. If for some reason that condition interferes with her getting that done, how many hours? There's a 2 and a 4 hour option. So it doesn't matter to me which one you want.
As far as the class,
Yeah,
whatever she can complete.
okay. And then I'll send that over so it gets reviewed. And I'll get her signature, and then can she pay that online
Yeah.
once it's all done?
Yes.
Otherwise, I can send her, assuming she's back.
She has Janice's, our clerk's contact, and she'll work that out with him.
Your Honor, when do you want her to complete the driving school by?
Well, given her medical, let me give her till, January 28th.
That's more than fair. Thank you, Judge. And then, Janice, do you want to send me that, email me the plea paperwork, or do you want me to take it with me and get her signature and bring it back? I'm gonna do it electronically with her no matter what, so.
Let me send it to you tomorrow.
That's fine. Good to see you, Judge. Good to see you, Janice, and I'll see you all. That I'll see you and Marcy Silver.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. Is it Douglas, is it Rugen? Could you come to the podium, please? Counselor, state your appearance.
57775, appearing on behalf of Mr. Rugen,
Okay.
who appears in person.
I assume you waive reading and advisement.
Yes, Your Honor.
How are we proceeding?
We got an offer today, but I have not had time to sufficiently review all the discovery. And I would like to look at the body camera footage. So I would just request we have another date in about 30 days.
That's when we meet, December 17th, right?
Sure.
See if December 17th works.
Yes, it is the 7th.
December 17th.
All right, thank
You
you.
need more time than that. Let my court clerk know rather than just coming up here to get more time.
Okay. And is that 4:30 as well?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you then. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Peter Kent,
Hello, Your Honor.
good evening. Let's see here. Looks like you have an unusual charge and it's alleged you violated a Frisco Town Ordinance 127-6, obstruction of public roadway. You understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
All municipal ordinance offenses compared to traffic have a possible jail sentence of up to 364 days and a maximum fine of $2,650. Do you understand the maximum penalty?
Yes, sir.
You were provided the written advisement of legal rights. Did you get a chance to read and review your legal rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about those rights? Do you feel you understand them?
Yes.
Do you know what a trial is?
Yes.
You understand you're presumed innocent, and if you plead not guilty, the prosecutor has to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes.
You understand you have a right to hire an attorney.
Yes.
I have paper that says instead of a trial, that you wish to enter into what's called a deferred judgment agreement with the prosecutor. I'm sure you explained it, but I have to go over it on the record. You understand this calls for you to state a plea of guilty to this original charge. However, that guilty plea goes into a temporary court record we call a deferred record. If you satisfy and complete the conditions, and frankly, the only condition I see is not to have any other violations,
Okay.
and pay the requisite fee, we look back and see you've complied. At the end of the 12 months, the case is dismissed and sealed from public view. On the other hand, if at any time it's alleged that you violate the conditions, which could only be another ordinance violation, you'd be entitled to a hearing to contest that. But if it was proved that you violated the conditions, then this guilty plea would end up on the permanent record and you'd be subject to being resentenced and could face those possible maximums again. Do you think you understand that procedure?
I assumed if I violated that I would just get the guilty on my record. I didn't know I was gonna be subject to extra fines and court costs.
Yeah, you actually get resentenced.
And if I just pled straight guilty, I would just pay the court costs and leave today with this on my record.
Yes.
So I'm putting myself in. I mean, do you think it's common to get resentenced and refined on the same ticket?
It's the procedure and usually it's just the conviction goes in, but
Okay, I'll stick with the same program. I was unaware that
That's why
I was
I
putting
go
myself in jeopardy, but
that's why I go through. Make sure
Okay.
you understand what you're getting into. Okay,
yes, sir.
so the next set of questions are, you understand by pleading guilty, you're giving up all the rights listed in the right sheet, which means there'll be no trial, there'll be no witnesses. The prosecutor will not have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You're giving up your presumption of innocence and right to an attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anybody threaten you to get you to plead guilty? Anybody make any additional promises? Is this your free and voluntary plea? Are you under the influence of anything?
No,
Now, how do you plead to obstruction of public roadway?
guilty, sir.
Accept your plea, find you freely, voluntarily, and knowingly made. You're entitled to make a statement before I impose sentence. Anything you'd like to tell me?
Could I just have some extra time to make my payment?
Yeah, we can do a payment plan. Do you know how much? Well, let me tell you how much and then you can discuss it with the clerk or myself. $50 deferred judgment cost, $55 costs and surcharge total 105. How much time you need to pay that?
Could I have till January 31st?
I'll make it the 28th because that's, we meet on Wednesdays.
I'll have it paid off.
Okay. So it'd be that or appear on our February court date,
Okay.
which that I don't know offhand. I have my clerk fill that in. Any questions?
No, sir.
Just come to the side over here and she'll take care of you. Austin Millville. Whoa. Looks like you were summoned to court for allegedly violating model traffic code section 702. Vehicle turning left prohibited. Do you understand the charge? And maximum penalty is 3 points on your driving record and a possible fine as high as $1,000. Do you understand the maximum penalty? Excuse me a second. You were provided the written advisement of legal rights. Did you get a chance to read and review that? Do you have any questions about it?
No, sir.
Do you feel you understand it?
Yes.
Do you know what a trial is?
I try, yes, sir.
Okay. You understand you have a right to an attorney.
Yes.
Looks like you've been offered to plead guilty to a 1-point defective headlamp. Is that what you wish to do? You understand by doing that, you are giving up all the rights listed in the right sheet, which means no trial, no witnesses, and the prosecutor does not have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You are giving up your presumption of innocence and right to an attorney.
Yes, sir.
Did anybody threaten you to get you to plead guilty? Anybody promise you anything? Is this your free and voluntary plea? Are you under the influence of anything? How do you plead to 1-point defective headlamp?
I agree.
Okay, court accepts your plea, find to be freely, voluntarily, and knowingly made. You're entitled to make a statement before I impose a sentence. Anything you want to say?
No, sir.
It's going to be, excuse me, $50 fine and $55 in surcharge and cost for a total of 105. Can you pay that? Please see my court clerk. Daniel Guevara Cortez. Good evening. Sir, you were summoned to court for allegedly speeding. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
You're speeding in the range of 10 to 19 miles an hour over the posted limit allegedly, which would mean the penalty would be a 4-point violation on your license and a fine as high as $2,650 or both. Do you understand the penalty? You were provided the written advisement of legal rights. Did you get a chance to read and review your rights?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about those rights? Do you feel you understand them? Do you know what a trial is? You understand that you're presumed innocent, and if you plead not guilty, the prosecutor has to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand you have a right to an attorney.
Yes, sir.
I have paperwork that says instead of a trial, you wish to enter into an agreement to plead guilty to a 2-point defective vehicle. Is that what you wish to do? You understand if you do that, you'll be giving up all the rights listed in the right sheet, which means there'll be no trial, there'll be no witnesses. The prosecutor will not have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You're giving up your presumption of innocence and right to an attorney.
Yes, sir.
Did anybody threaten you?
No, sir.
Anybody make any promises? Is this your free and voluntary plea? Are you under the influence of anything? How do you plead to defective headlamp? Court accepts your plea, find be freely, voluntarily, and knowingly made. You're entitled to make a statement. Anything you'd like to tell me?
No, sir.
Court imposes $80 fine, $55 in cost and surcharge. It's $135. Can you pay that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please see my court clerk. I'm having trouble reading the handwriting. I think is it, Christopher, is it, Marco? I can't- What's it on the ticket? Morano. Good evening. Sir, you're summoned to court to answer allegations you supposedly violated section 604, that is failure to obey a traffic control device, often cited as running a stop sign or a red light. Do you understand the charge? Maximum penalty is 4 points on your driving record and a fine as high as $2,650. Do you understand the possible penalty?
Yes.
You were provided the written advisement of legal rights. Do you have any questions?
No.
Do you feel you understand them?
Yes.
Do you know what a trial is? I have, and you have a right to an attorney, you know.
Yes.
Paper that says you would agree to plead guilty to a 3-point driving with obstructed vision. Is that what you wish to do?
Yes.
You understand by pleading guilty to that charge, you are giving up all the rights listed in the right sheet, which means there'll be no trial, there'll be no witnesses. The prosecutor won't have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You're giving up your presumption of innocence and right to an attorney.
Yes, sir.
Did anybody threaten you? Anybody promise you?
No.
Anybody, are you, is this your free and voluntary plea? Are you under the influence of anything?
Not today. No. No.
While you're making the plea and the decision to plead, are you under the influence of
No.
anything? Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
No,
at that.
no,
It's-
no harm.
I've heard it 3 times and I still made me laugh. a
Yeah,
little.
well, I'm required to say the same thing all the time. Yeah. So it's part of legal rights and procedure. All right. How do you plead to 3 points?
Guilty.
Or accept your plea, find me freely, voluntarily, and knowingly made. Anything you'd like to tell me?
No, sir. Just
$80 fine, 55 in costs and surcharge, total 135. Can you pay that?
yes, sir.
Please see my court clerk.
Thank you.
John, is it pronounced Skark? Shock, okay. Sir, you're summoned to court on a no proof of insurance charge. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
No, if you're convicted of violating section 1409, there's both a minimum and maximum penalty. The thing that doesn't change is 4 points on your driving record if convicted, but the maximum possible is 2,650, but the state legislature has passed a law that the minimum fine cannot be less than $500 unless mitigation is shown. It can be reduced to 250. You understand both the minimum and maximum penalty.
Yes, sir.
You were provided the written advisement of legal rights. Do you have any questions about your rights? Do you feel you understand them? Do you know what a trial is? Do you understand you're presumed innocent? If you plead not guilty, the prosecutor has to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand you have a right to an attorney.
Yes, sir.
I don't have any paperwork giving me direction on your case, so tell me how you'd like to handle it.
I mean, when the officer pulled me over, I did not have insurance, but I quickly got insurance the next day. I've got documentation right here to prove so.
Consider that mitigation. That's, I assume the prosecutor didn't offer you anything.
He did not. He said that there might be a reduced penalty regarding fees, if I could show you.
Cut it from 500 to 250.
Sure.
All right. You understand by pleading guilty to this charge, you're giving up the rights listed in the right sheet, which means there'll be no trial, no witnesses, and the prosecutor won't have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes.
Did anybody threaten you? Anybody promise you? Is this your free and voluntary plea? Are you under the influence of anything? How do you plead to no proof of insurance? Court accepts your plea, find me freely, voluntarily, and knowingly made. In a sense, you kind of leaped ahead. This is normally where I get a statement. Do you have anything else you'd like to say?
No.
Okay. court imposes, court imposes 500, suspends 250, finding mitigation. I'll suspend the court cost of 30, but I do have to impose the 25. It's a surcharge by town council. So I'm doing everything the legislatures require me to do, but I'm not adding anything to it. So
Thank you.
your total gets to be 275. Do you need a payment plan?
I do.
What can you pay per month?
$100.
Okay. I think that puts us out till the February court date. Which, so pay it by February, I'm gonna guess 18th. Or appear back here to explain why you need more time or whatever.
Sure.
All right, see my court clerk. And again, I'm having trouble reading the ticket. I believe it's Jason Todd, is it a gall? Or,
Did you say Jason?
yeah, tell me your name, sir.
Jason Claire?
Okay, I can see where the handwriting is supposed to say that. I'm calling your case. Sir, you're summoned to court to answer two charges. First, it's alleged you were speeding. Do you understand this term speeding?
Yes.
The category of speeding determines the penalty, your maximum possible penalty. You're alleged to be speeding 20 to 39 over the posted limit, allegedly 58. I can't remember. Do you understand the penalty?
Yes.
6 points on your driving record, a possible fine as high as $2,650.
Yes, Your Honor.
And if you're more than 25 over, it could be 10 days in jail. The second charge is no proof of insurance. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the penalty maximums are 4 points on your driving record, a $500 fine minimum, which can be reduced to $250 if mitigation shown, and a maximum fine of $2,650. Do you understand the maximum?
Yes, Your Honor.
You were provided a written advisement of legal rights that applies to both. Did you get a chance to read and review those?
The paperwork she had us sign?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have any questions about what your legal rights are?
No.
You know what a trial is,
Yes.
and you know you're entitled to one if you want one.
Yes.
Okay. And you also understand you have a right to an attorney. I have paperwork that says that the prosecutor's offering you to reduce the charge to 10 to 19 over a 4-point violation on the speeding, and that you would plead guilty to the insurance charge. Is that what you're going to do?
That is correct.
You understand by doing that, you're giving up all the rights listed in the right sheet, which means there'll be no trial, there'll be no witnesses. The prosecutor will not have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You're giving up your presumption of innocence and right to an attorney.
Yes.
Did anybody threaten you, force you, coerce you, or otherwise make you plead guilty against your will?
No.
Anybody promise you anything not said in court?
No.
Is this your free and voluntary plea?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of anything?
No.
How do you plead to 4-point speeding?
Guilty.
How do you plead to no proof of insurance?
Guilty.
Court accepts both pleas, finding them to be freely, voluntarily, and knowingly made. You're entitled to make a statement and welcome to. Is there anything you'd like to tell?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, speeding is pretty serious. So we can't have that far over. We shouldn't have any speeding, but there's been too much of that lately. In Silverthorne, where I sit as judge, I've asked for a budget to send people to jail on speedings starting the first of the year. I hope I don't have to do that in Frisco. On the speeding, the fines, $150, $55 in costs and surcharge, total is $205. And the no proof of insurance, did you get insurance afterwards?
Immediately afterwards,
Right.
and I'm still current on my insurance.
That means I can then cut it from 500 to 250. You're already paying court costs on the other, but I can't not charge you the surcharge, so. So I already have the surcharge on the other charge, so it'll just be 250, and that's, so your total is gonna be 450. Do you need a payment plan?
No,
All right, please see my court clerk.
You're on, I think it's 455.
I'm sorry, you're right, 455. Rounding error.
You're on the same page.
Okay. Nathaniel Douglas.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, you've been summoned for allegedly violating Frisco Town Ordinance 127-5, urination in public. Do you understand the term?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The maximum penalty on that offense, I'm required to tell you, is up to $2,650 fine and up to 364 days in jail. Do you understand the maximum penalty?
Your Honor. I do. That's rough. Yeah, I taught my kid how to potty train by excuse my language, by peeing up a tree. And I would never do that in front of a child or a woman with anything. But you know what? I think I probably have. And I taught my kids how to do that. I'm pleading not guilty.
Okay. I'm really supposed to go through and advise you of all your rights. You know, you got a advisement of rights sheet, you know, you have a right to a trial and you're asking for a trial. We will set this for trial for next month. Now, the problem is there was a warrant issued back in June and you were arrested and then released on a personal recognizance bond. So you promised to appear today and you have. So I need
Your Honor.
this bond continues for, I'm taking this as your promise. You'll be here next month,
Just give me the day. I'm not running from anything.
December 17th at 5 o'clock.
Mhm.
See you. My court clerk should give you a written notice.
Thank you, Judge.
Janice, after you do that, we have the virtual appearances or what's in the green folder.
That's stuff for you to sign.
Okay, so we're up to the virtual appearances.
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
17th. Is there any possible way I can get this held on till the 30th or the 31st?
We only meet once a month. I can make it in January.
Please.
Our court date in January is the 21st. So January 21st.
Yes, please.
Okay. It is January 21st. Your Honor. We'll see you then.
Your life saving.
Try and call them.
Yeah, Frank Paul. Were they ready?
Yeah.
You may.
The record.
We're trying to call one of these virtual appearance people. Have you had any conversations with these two? Virtual,
Mr. Frady, I have.
yeah.
The other person I gave one call to, it was answered, and then I said, hello, hello, and I didn't get any response back. I don't feel I have an obligation to call.
No, I don't think you do. I just want to know if you had any additional information.
Mr. Frady was there when I spoke.
Hi, Mr. Grady. This is Janice calling from the Frisco Municipal Court. Are you having issues appearing virtually?
No, I've been logged in. I just barely ended the thing, when you called. I said I was waiting for the host to,
We can proceed by phone unless you want to work on the video.
it's, oh, it's the same.
All right. It appears the only charge I'm seeing here is that you were charged with no proof of insurance. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, sir.
I'm then required to tell you the maximum penalty, which is a fine as high as $2,650, a minimum fine set by the state legislature of not less than $500 unless mitigation is shown, which usually means you got insurance promptly after that. And 4 points on your driving record. Do you understand the maximum penalty?
Yeah, I do.
If you were in court, you would have been given a written advisement of legal rights. Did one get emailed to you?
No, it did not.
All right,
But
you understand that you're presumed innocent, and if you plead not guilty, the prosecutor has to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
yes, sir.
You understand that if there's a trial, you have a right to confront and cross-examine the witnesses against you. That is, they have to come in and you get to ask them questions. You understand you have the opportunity, the right to present witnesses on your behalf, but you're not required to. You have the right to testify or not testify at your own choosing. No one can make you testify against yourself. And you have a right to hire an attorney. Do you understand all those rights? If the trial lose, you have the right to appeal to a higher court. The prosecutor indicated he talked to you briefly, but I don't see any paperwork. So, and I know he normally doesn't make an offer on insurance cases, so I'm guessing that's your situation, but you tell me, how are we handling your case?
So I've already given you guys proof of insurance after that. It's in my folder. He was telling me.
Sure.
I was short $10 on my payment, which I thought was going through, but never went through. So let's just get it done and over with. There's no point in me trying to
All right.
get.
All right. I'm translating that as you unfortunately have to plead guilty, but I can reduce the fine as low as I possibly can. But that's the best we can do for you. So you understand by pleading guilty to this charge, you're giving up all the rights listed in the right sheet, which means no trial, no witnesses, and the prosecutor doesn't have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes, sir, I do. And I'm currently about to start going to welding school. So for the fine, if we can do a payment plan for that, I would greatly appreciate it.
We will. Did anybody threaten you to get you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Anybody making promises?
No, sir.
Is this your free and voluntary plea?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of anything that affects your ability to make a decision?
No, sir.
How do you plead to no proof of insurance, guilty or not?
Guilty.
Court accepts your plea, find me freely, voluntarily, and knowingly made. You've already told me you got insurance after. You're entitled to make a formal statement before I impose sentence. Anything else you want to tell me?
No, sir. Just a fun mistake, and I won't let it happen again.
Very good. I impose the 500 required by the legislature. I suspend it to half that down to 250. I will waive the court costs because that's a high fine, but you do have to pay $25 surcharge by town council here. So $275. How much can you pay per month?
I can pay like $100 a month.
Okay. And that would give you till February, what did we say, 18th? Is that what we said? By February 18th, or appear in court in February to explain why not paid or what your situation is.
Yeah, that's fine.
My court clerk will be in touch with you tomorrow. With paperwork. All right, very good. Let's try calling this the other, or is this in here?
Are you Mr. Durant? Thank you.
Are you,
Mr. Freddie, I'll speak to you tomorrow.
are you Mr. Duran?
Correct, wrong.
Okay, we'll do him and then we'll call the other one. Sir, please come to the podium. Sir, you're summoned to court to answer allegations you supposedly violated section 1409 of the Model Traffic Code. You had no proof of insurance. Do you understand what that means? Then I'm required to tell you the maximum penalty, which is a fine as high as $2,650, 4 points on your driving record, and a minimum fine of $500, which with mitigation can be cut to $250. Do you understand the penalty?
Correct.
You were provided the written advisement of legal rights. Did you get a chance to read and review your rights? Do you have any questions about it? Do you feel you understand it? Do you know what a trial is? You understand you have a right to an attorney? How do you want to handle your case?
Plead guilty.
Court, you understand by pleading guilty, you're giving up all the rights listed in the right sheet, which means no trial, no witnesses, and the prosecutor doesn't have to prove anything beyond a reasonable doubt. Did anybody threaten you? Anybody promise you?
No.
Is this your free and voluntary plea? Are you under the influence of anything? Now I've covered those questions. I have to ask you to repeat, how do you plead to no proof of insurance?
Guilty.
Court accepts your plea if I be freely, voluntarily, and knowingly made. Anything you'd like to tell me?
I just didn't have insurance at the time, but I acquired it after, so.
All right.
It falls on me.
Well, then best I can do is $500 fine suspended, $250 total, $250 and $25 imposed by Frisco Town Council. So your total is $275. Do you need a payment plan?
No, I'll pay that.
All right, please see my court clerk. I'm gonna probably butcher the name. Is it Tevez Akian? What's your name, sir?
Oh, that might be me, actually. Parker Alton. Got pretty sloppy handwriting.
Well, this is on a ticket, so it wasn't your handwriting.
Okay.
Were you charged with no proof of insurance?
126, I believe.
Yes, that's you. All right, sorry for the mispronunciation. You've heard me advise everybody else. You let me go over it?
Sure, I only heard a bit of the last guy, so.
You understand what no proof of insurance means?
Yes.
That's the nature of the charge. Maximum penalty is $2,650 fine, 4 points on your driving record. Minimum penalty is $500, which can be suspended down to $250. Do you understand the penalty?
Yes.
You were provided written advisement, legal rights. Any questions about your legal rights?
No.
Okay. You feel you understand it. You understand you're entitled to a trial if you plead not guilty.
Yes.
Okay. You understand you have a right to an attorney. How are we handling your case?
I guess.
You're a trial. Those are your choices.
Yeah, I guess the other option, right, was a continuance, so I can show this insurance as of the
Yes.
previous date. or
Yeah,
as
come
of-
back December 17th.
Okay.
All right. December 17th it is.
Unless you can give me 5 minutes here to try and log in and.
We're gonna be here on some other cases, so
Yeah.
go ahead. Should throw that back to you. Kent Henley? Good evening, sir. You're summoned to court to answer allegations you supposedly violated section 709, failure to stop at a stop sign. Do you understand the charge?
I request a continuance.
Okay, I still have to finish the advisement.
Okay,
You understand the charge?
I do.
And then the penalty on that is 4 points on your driving record if convicted, and a fine as high as $1,000. Do you understand the possible penalty?
I do.
You were provided the written advisement of legal rights. Did you get a chance to read that?
I did.
Do you have any questions about your legal rights? Do you feel you understand them?
I do.
Do you know what a trial is?
Yeah.
Understand you have a right to hire an attorney. Come back December 17th.
Thank you.
Check with my court clerk. She needs to give you a written notice. So we have proof of that in your record.
Continuance.
Be the last continuance.
Save up for that lawyer.
Call him.
This is what you're gonna call, okay.
Mr. Bradford, this is Janice calling from the Frisco Municipal Court. You were scheduled to appear virtually.
I was, and I was supposed to, what I thought was supposed to happen, I was supposed to get a call from, the district attorney maybe, or somebody, prosecuting attorney.
Yes. And he called you. And I'm
No,
not,
I didn't receive any phone calls today from any number. I got one from a Florida number.
that was his number.
Yes.
Okay, well, I couldn't hear anything. I was on my way home from work. I'm sure. Nothing was said, so I just hung up. But anyway,
He had sort of the same result. He heard you pick up, but didn't.
Okay, just ask the question.
Not a minute. We're getting, do you want to talk to this guy about this harassment case?
You wanna talk to me?
Here, I'm gonna pass the phone to the prosecutor and you guys can have up to 5 minutes to talk about it. Here's what the,
Judge, I believe he wants to change his course of action.
okay. This is Mr. Parker. Sure, Mr. Parker, what do you want to do?
Yeah, there's slight miscommunication, so I have no case. I'll have to plead guilty.
Okay. You understand by pleading guilty, you're giving up all the rights listed in the right sheet, which means no trial, no witnesses, and the prosecutor doesn't have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Means you're giving up your presumption of innocence and right to an attorney. Is that all understood? Loud enough for the recorder, please.
Yes, sir.
It's a quarter record, so we gotta be loud enough for the record.
Camera doesn't do it all.
No, still old fashioned that way. Anybody threaten you?
No.
Anybody make any promises?
No.
Is this your free and voluntary plea?
Essentially, yes.
Are you under the influence of anything? How do you plead to no proof of insurance? Court accepts your plea if I be freely, voluntarily, and knowingly made. What would you like to say?
My only comment is I had fraudulent purchases on my card, and that was the reason I wasn't able to pay insurance that month.
Okay, I'll call that mitigation. $500 suspending $250, leaves $250, and then $25 by fiscal counsel is $275. Do you need a payment plan?
Yes, please.
How much a month?
Well, I guess,
Maybe 100 a month.
All right. Get it all paid or be here in court in February, which we decided was February 18th, I think. Please see my court clerks for notices.
Thank you, sir.
may I approach?
You may.
List.
All right, you and the prosecutor have had a chance to talk. How are we handling your case? Oh, the prosecutor's going to say something. Hang on a second.
Judge, the defendants won't enter into a deferred judgment agreement. Obviously, he's not here to sign that agreement, so I told him that you would advise on how you would want to handle that paperwork being done.
The way we'll do this is we'll get the paperwork sent to you. Technically, we're just going to continue this until our December 17th court date, but a month should be plenty of time for that to go back and forth in the mail. So once we receive that paperwork, my court clerk will call to tell you the court date's off. Otherwise, you need to be on the phone or on the internet on December 17th at 5 o'clock.
Okay,
All right?
and that's 5 o'clock, your time, correct?
Correct.
I'm sorry.
You just look for the time to know. I will get his email
Yes, sir.
from the court clerk and I will email him the form.
All right. The prosecutor's going to get your email from the court clerk, which I have down here is justinbrocker1995@outlook.com. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, and he'll get you the paperwork and then we only have to worry about you mailing it in. There's a standard fee on a deferred judgment of $100.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Our other virtual.
We still have one more virtual? I thought we did the other virtual. I thought there were only two. Okay.
She's not up. She's not up. I get you.
What time are you obligated to?
6 o'clock. I'm hanging out here.
Oh, you're still here.
I have a Edgewater Board of Adjustment meeting. I have to take over Zoom from here at 6 o'clock.
Okay. well,
So I'm fine to hang around.
Trying to fly down the freeway.
Oh, no. That comes much later for me tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
We're definitely done by 6.
This is perfect for me.
I don't believe, let's get her,
COVID spoiled everybody. They think they don't have to show up.
can't unmute.
Here we are 5 years after
Can you
COVID.
hear me?
I'm going to take that as a no.
Ms. Boyce?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure you're talking to me.
All right. Ms. Boyd, I need to do your advisement first, which means I'm supposed to advise you of the nature of the charges against you, tell you the maximum possible penalty, ask some questions that establish you've read and reviewed your legal rights. So bear with me while we go through that checklist.
Okay.
You understand the reason you were summoned to court is it's alleged you supposedly violated Model Traffic Code Section 1409, no proof of insurance. Do you understand what that means?
Yes.
Maximum penalty is 4 points on your driving record, a fine as high as $2,650, a minimum fine of $500 set by the state legislature, which with mitigation, usually meaning you've gotten insurance pretty closely after it, can be cut in half to $250, but has a hefty minimum fine besides the maximum possibles. Do you understand the penalty?
Yes.
You were sent a written advisement of legal rights. Did you get that? If not, let me summarize. You understand you have a right to a trial. Do you know what a trial is?
Yes.
You understand that you're presumed innocent, and if you plead not guilty, a trial would be set and the prosecutor would have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes.
At a trial, you would have the right to confront and cross-examine the witnesses against you, meaning they'd have to come to court and you'd get to ask them questions after the prosecutor's questions. You also understand you have the opportunity, that is the right to produce your own witnesses if you choose to, but you're not required to. You also have the opportunity to testify or not testify at your own choosing, but no one can make you testify against yourself. Do you understand all those rights?
Yes.
You also have the right to hire an attorney. There are no free attorneys because there's no jail penalty. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any other questions about your legal rights?
No.
How are we handling your case? On these insurance charges, it's basically either you plead guilty or have a trial. Which is it?
Guilty.
Okay. You understand by pleading guilty, you're giving up all the rights listed in the right sheet or I described to you, which means there'll be no trial, there'll be no witnesses. The prosecutor will not have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You are giving up your presumption of innocence and right to an attorney.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Did anybody threaten you to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Anybody make any promises?
No.
Is this your free and voluntary plea?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of anything that affects your ability to make a decision?
No.
Now that I've asked you those questions, I have to ask you to repeat. How do you plead to the charge?
Guilty.
Court accepts your plea, find me freely, voluntarily, and knowingly made. Is there anything, you have the right to make a statement and you're welcome to make a statement, but you're not required to. Is there anything you want to tell me?
Yeah, so I didn't have insurance at the time because I couldn't afford it, which I understand is no excuse because it's a huge liability to everybody. I did end up selling the car shortly after. The only reason I didn't buy insurance that day was because I moved to Portland shortly after and sold the car. Now I have a new job that provides me insurance and a car. So that's the only reason I didn't do that exact day when I got pulled over.
All right, I'll still consider that mitigation, though it's kind of questionable about whether it's mitigation. But you've moved to Oregon?
Yes, sir.
All right. You run into my cousin Bill, say hi.
Okay.
Except he, you won't see him. He's in Bend, so you won't see him. $500 suspending 250, total due is 250. Well, 250 plus 25 by town council, 275. Can you send that to us or do you need a payment plan?
When would it need to be sent?
Well, there are a couple, I can either just say you have to have it paid by our next court date, December 17th, or I can establish a payment plan if you need a monthly spread over up to 3 months, but no more than that.
I can do it December 17th. I get paid on December 7th, so that would work.
All right. By December 17th or appear. That's how we always put it. And your email is Hannah J. BOICE@gmail.
Correct.
And we have your phone number 503-305-1021.
Correct.
All right. Any other questions for anybody? All right. Janice, what do you do? Send her paperwork or just have her send money? My court clerk will be in touch with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys.
Does that conclude our docket?
It does.
How about that?